Yes, he's like that, but worse because he's like an overactor version of that.
So yeah, segment 2 is a recap of the Lingerie Battle Royal, specifically the catfight part. Don West says, "It's going to be the greatest thing we've ever seen." Segment length, 45 seconds. Do you have any thoughts on this? No, you don't have to.
TNA doesn't just stand for total nonstop action. It stands for TNA.
Well, yeah, 100%. That's my thoughts on this too. This is them subtly reminding the viewers, hey, don't forget, this is pay-per-view, which means legally we can show you nudity. And wouldn't it be cool if you saw some of that? Yeah, it might happen. Keep watching the show. You already paid for it and there are no commercials in.
Segue to the dancing girls in cages.
Yep. But also, we're 4 segments away from that happening. What a weird place to recap this. It's not the next segment. I don't understand. So segment 3, Tenay says this was originally supposed to be the opening contest, but it was hijacked by Jarrett. The 402-pound Cheex, a.k.a. Rolling Thunder from ACW, American Championship Wrestling.
Oh my God.
With the brown-eyed girl. Awful.
I hate Tenay sometimes.
Yeah.
With his little acting surprise confusion, and he's coming down with the brown-eyed girl? I'm just like, stop, Tenay. You sound so bad.
Yeah. Versus someone, they never introduce him. They say his name later as Frank Parker, but he's already in the ring, and Tenay, and then Borash doesn't say his name.
Oh, wow.
So we don't know who he is.
So we know who's going to win this.
Right. Tenay puts Cheex over by saying he claims to be trained by the Anderson brothers, Gene and Ole. And I'm like, why are we disputing this?
I love that he threw that in. This is what he claims, folks. I'm not too sure about that. They waste their time on him.
So if he showed up with a certificate, would he have been in Maine? Like, what if he had like a certificate of training? Like, was he like...
I think we should analyze that document. I don't know if it's actually real.
I think he's X-Division champion. So the match starts and Parker runs through Cheex, but it does not work and he gets slammed. Tenay mentions that Frank Parker was trained by the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant, and Ferrara just starts screaming at him. Who cares about Jimmy Valiant or the Andersons? That was news from 10 years ago, 50 years ago. All I care about is that Jeff Jarrett got screwed again.
This is TNA where we focus on the past and where we respect our roots. No, we don't. Immediately. This is episode 2.
Yeah.
Secretly, the same night that they said that.
I don't like it because I'm almost sort of with Ferrara on this one, where I'm like, I am upset with how little Toby Keith gave us this week.
Yeah.
And then that was the finish. Like, really? A suplex and a lame facebuster, and now like, oh, look out, Toby Keith is the threat. Like, no.
With his backwards hat.
Parker tries to Irish whip Cheex, but it doesn't work, and he gets slammed.
This entire... No, just go on.
Okay. Tenay announces that the TNA officials were in a huddle and decided that next week a tag match is going to happen between Brian Christopher and Scott Hall versus Jeff Jarrett and Kate Crush. Cheex throws Parker into the corner, who slumps down, and then he throws his own cheeks into Parker's face twice. Again, they don't care. In case you haven't noticed, they don't care. Ferrara makes a Austin Powers fat bastard reference by saying, I saw him chasing Tio backstage going, get in my belly. It's like, oh my God.
They don't care at all about this.
And then, look, Don West is already a suspect racist to me.
Okay.
And it doesn't make it any better when he goes, talk about Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh,
like,
that's who said that. I thought that was Tenay.
Was it? Oh, I thought it was
I wasn't
West.
sure who said it.
I thought, okay, maybe I was wrong on that one. Ferrara calls Cheex the long-lost Dup cousin, Blow Dup, because Cheex is visibly winded. And he continues by saying Cheex is breathing so hard that he's caused the first 3 rows to pass out from oxygen deprivation.
No, but seriously, he looked that way the second he started walking out.
Yeah.
He
came out with his lame, soft shoe shuffle that he couldn't do. He couldn't keep up with it.
No, he didn't do that. He waddled down while huffing and puffing. And then he did this dance that he was forced to do. I say forced because it looked like he was not enjoying it at all.
Yes. Well, he just kind of like moved his arms like chugging a train.
Yeah, it's like doing a happy dance. He just didn't care.
He had to walk, stop, do the dance, and then walk again. Like he couldn't find the rhythm or the energy to do it all at once. Don West joins in by saying, "Oh, I guess that's why Frank Parker's winded too." I was just like, "Yo, these guys are not getting hired."
That's his strategy. He'll take all the oxygen out of the ring.
We cut to Alicia harassing Jeremy Borash, and I'm like, "Yo, why even have this match?
There's so much
Why
stuff is
even
happening.
have this match?" Cheex sits on Parker and then gets up and splashes him, and then that's the three, like, for the rest of his life. Borash gives Alicia some money, and I think I can see Borash mouthing, "All right, this is the last time. For real. This is it. For real."
I want to know what this is about.
Yo,
I suddenly became interested in the segment once I saw that because, like I said last time, I'm so interested in what this is going to be about.
I'm going to be so upset if they drop this and it goes nowhere. I don't care how lame the ending is. If they fucking drop this,
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm going to be pissed.
Because I'm familiar with all this and I just don't remember this.
That's
I
part
don't
of
remember
it.
the payoff.
I remember a lot of this, but I remember her, but I don't remember the payoff.
It might,
And that's what it is. That's what's making me very nervous. So we cut to the dancing girls, and one of them is literally just shaking her ass at the camera. 100%.
I thought of that too because right as they won, Brown Eyed Girl started dancing, and then they were just like, "Nah, you don't want to watch this," and they went immediately to the white girl in the cage shaking her ass. I was just like, "Come on,
Oh my God.
Well, you had a girl dancing."
So, match length, surprisingly, 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Really?
That's what I have written here.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, it wasn't another 2 minutes of him walking to the ring.
And then segment length, 4 minutes and 23 seconds.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that match was purely for more information about the show and Ed Ferrara and Don West comedy segment. They wrote down lines all night like Jerry Lawler in the 90s and just got as much of it out as possible.
Right. Yeah, that's how I felt. That they didn't care about the match. Why the hell should I care about that match? We're not even doing a star system and 0 stars.
Right. Yeah.
I don't even
0 stars.
I feel the need to give this match 0 stars, even though we're not doing that.
0 stars for the match, 1 star for the commentary. Because that's all I was supposed to care about, apparently.
I guess, yeah. So segment 3? No, segment 4.